Welcome to The Snake's Paw. Today we have the third and final installment in our series, Clone of My Own, written by Matthew Morris.
Thank you for calling the Clone of My Own support line. For information, all of our representatives are currently occupied. Please hold. Your estimated wait time is 4 minutes. Do you want 1 clone? 2? Maybe 3? No problem. Want to order 15 clones? Well, for an order that big, you'll have to go through a little red tape. The Clone Welfare Act requires certification for anyone seeking to own in excess of 5 clones. For more information, ask the representative to transfer you to the Licensing and Regulation Department. But don't worry, they won't ask too many questions. You just need to prove that you can house and feed them.
Hello, and thank you for calling Clone of My Own. This call may be...
Shh, I need your help. I don't know what to do. I don't know who to turn to.
That's what customer service is for? To help customers. Why are we whispering?
I've got to keep quiet. I don't think he's in the house, but I can never be sure.
Are you about to be murdered? Because I can really only help you if you have a problem with your clone.
That's just it. My clone, he's
what?
Shh. Okay, I think it was just the AC kicking on. My clone is up to something. I don't know what exactly, but it's been going on for months now.
What do you mean? Has he threatened you? Are you in danger?
That's the thing. He's always helpful and happy, doing chores, giving me back rubs, cooking food. He's an amazing cook. I don't know where he gets it from. Makes me breakfast in bed. Always knows exactly what I want.
So, what's the problem?
Can't you see? He wants me to like him.
That's what our service is all about. It's why people order clones. What were you expecting?
No, he needs me to like him. It's part of his plan.
What plan?
I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
It's sabotage. He's sabotaging my life.
By making you breakfast in bed.
That's misdirection. It's so I don't notice. And I didn't notice. He made life so easy. That's why I didn't see it earlier, from the beginning.
Let's start there. Maybe then I'll understand what you're getting at.
It started with my ex-girlfriend. At least I think it started there. Who knows how long he's been plotting. I thought it was just a practical joke. He was pretending to be me, but he wouldn't stop. My ex called your support line and, well, long story short, she ended up leaving me. But that was his plan. It wasn't a prank that got out of hand. He knew she would leave if he pushed it far enough.
Are you sure? What if he
Next, it was my neighbors. I started to notice people in my neighborhood giving me weird looks, glaring at me. One dude even crossed the street when I waved at him. I thought I must be imagining it, but one day, I bought a cup of lemonade at a stand some kids set up. While I'm sipping my drink, their dad comes out to tell me he'll make me eat my own dick if I ever look at his kids again.
Whoa.
Yeah, took me ages to figure out what was up, since no one would talk to me. Only pieced it together a few days ago. Far as I can tell, my clone went door to door pretending to be me and told the whole neighborhood that I'm a registered sex offender.
Wait, was he lying, or are you actually a registered sex offender?
No! Oh, no, he was lying. I had to go door to door myself to explain to everyone that I was not, in fact, a sexual predator. Do you have any idea how awkward that is? I don't think a single person believed me.
You couldn't prove it?
I tried. Didn't help. I'm permanently tainted in their eyes. I think I'm gonna have to move.
That's messed up, but I don't get it. You said he had a plan. What do you think he's trying to do?
I'll get to that. I need to explain everything he did first, how I figured it out. Can't have you thinking I'm paranoid.
No, of course not. So, what happened next?
Woke up late for work one day. I don't have proof, but I suspect he drugged me the night before to make sure I woke up late. Called in to say I was on my way, only to find out I was already at work and had just been fired.
What did he do?
Did you know you can buy 1,000 roaches at a time? If you wanted to, you could go online and order 1,000 roaches right now. They're for feeding reptiles, but really, there's all kinds of things you can do with 1,000 roaches.
Oh, God. And
I explained what happened, that it was my clone and not me.
They didn't believe you?
Oh, they did. But they figured if I was too incompetent to keep my clone on a leash, I was a liability. So I was fired anyway.
I'm definitely seeing a pattern. He's making everyone hate you.
He's driving them away. He wants me all to himself. My sister refuses to speak to me now. I don't even know why. She won't respond to anything I send her.
He may have tried to sleep with her. You'd be surprised how often that happens. Clones are genetically identical to you, but they don't have your life experiences. So to them, your sister isn't his sister. He wasn't raised with her.
That's a whole other can of worms. I don't think he did that. My sister lives out of state, but whatever happened, I know he's behind it. You see what I'm getting at? He's deliberately alienating everyone in my life. I don't have a job anymore, family or friends I can turn to. He says I shouldn't leave the house or I'll make it worse, as if it's my fault. He's gaslighting me.
Where is he now?
Out getting groceries. He's been so clever about it. I thought he was being helpful. I'll go run your chores, get the groceries, go to the bank, when really, he's been taking over my life. I tried calling the police before I called you, and they told me if I prank called them one more time, they would press charges. He's thought of everything.
Not to worry, sir. We will dispatch a team to apprehend and interrogate your clone, and, if necessary, neutralize him. I'm not sure we can undo the damage he's done, but we will do our utmost to compensate you. I will just need some information from you, your name and address, and how...
You're back.
Sir?
Oh, I'm just talking to a friend of mine. Who might that be? I don't think you've met him. My friend Wilferson. Never mentioned him.
Wilferson?
No, it's been a few years. We're just catching up. Can I talk to him? Why would you want to talk to him? You haven't met. I want to meet all your friends. I know you do. Maybe later. I would just like to catch up with old Bill for a minute, and...
Sir,
then
I will
we can
need
talk.
your name and address or the order number to dispatch a team to your location. Without that information, I can't...
I'll let you talk to him soon. I just
Do
need
not
to...
give the phone to your clone. It is imperative that you tell me your...
Nope.
Hello? Are you there? If you can, tell me your name. Even with just your name, I can probably make it...
Hello there.
Hey.
Sorry about that. Drop the phone. Butterfingers.
Not a problem. Is this...
That's right. It's me. Nothing is the matter. How are you?
I'm fine. Is he... Look, I just need your name.
What a joker. You know my name. Remember, Wilferson? We're old pals.
Sure. Is he still there? Are you...
Glad to hear you've been doing well. Everything here is just dandy.
Tired of looking at yourself every time you see your clone? Starting now, you can customize your clone. With some gentle genome adjustments, we can change your clone's eye or hair color, add a few inches, or take a few off if you prefer to look down on your clone. At Clone of My Own, you can personalize yourself. Clone of My Own is not liable for any mutations that may result from genetic customization.
Hello, and thank you for calling Clone of My Own. This call may be monitored for quality assurance. How can I help you?
Hey, I ordered 4 new clones, and the shipment just arrived at my house earlier today. I've unpacked them, and 3 of them are fine, but the other is not.
What's wrong with it?
Hard to say. I opened up the pod, and there was nothing inside but a red puddle with some bones and hair floating around in it.
That's not supposed to happen.
Right. That's why I'm calling.
Was the pod tampered with in any way? Did vapor issue forth when you broke the seal?
Yes, along with a very pungent smell. I had to open all the windows and get the fans going. It's putrid.
It may have gone through rapid genome degradation, but I never heard of that happening in the gestation pod. Would you like to have the clone replaced?
Yes. At the very least, I paid for a clone, not a human smoothie. And maybe you could send someone to take this mess off my hands?
I'll see what I can do about that. First, let's send you a new, healthy clone. Uh-oh.
What now?
Your account has been frozen.
Why?
You have lost 3 clones within a span of 3 months or less.
What? No, I haven't.
You had one that went rogue and had to be neutralized, another died in an accident, and this one.
This one was dead when it got here. How does that count?
Yes, sir, but we don't have an option for that, so I just had to list it as dead, and that froze your account.
That is absurd. For one thing, the first 2, that wasn't even... Those weren't entirely my fault. But I had no control at all over this one dying.
I'm aware, sir. I'll see what I can do.
Hey, get away from that!
What was that?
Sorry, not you. The clones are checking out the pod with the liquid corpse in it. Go into the other room. You don't want to see what's in there. Shoo! They're like cats.
Okay, I may have gotten the freeze taken off. Let me just double check. Yep, your account has been restored, and you will have a replacement clone arriving in a few days.
Great. Now what about this rancid clone puddle in my living room?
Oh, yeah, we can send someone around to collect the pod and properly dispose of the remains. You can put the lid back on and leave it by the curb. Is there anything else you need today?
I don't think so.
One quick question before we end the call. You now own 5 clones, which is...
5? Are you sending me 2?
No, you already owned 1. You ordered 4 more.
Sorry, I get confused because of the... Yeah, what were you saying?
If you'd like to purchase more clones at some point, you'll have to apply for a bronze-level clone ownership license. I can send the registration form to you.
That would be great. Thanks.
Excellent. You should receive that around the same time you receive the new clone. Do you have any other questions
Do not
before...
climb on there! Oh, no! No, 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 no! Oh! Why would you... Oh, God. Oh, that is bad. Oh,
Sir?
all over the carpet.
Are you okay?
It's everywhere. It's spilling into the dining room. Come over here. Yo, stand by that wall.
Did they...
Don't touch anything. Oh, you're covered in... God, don't splash in it. Oh. Stay there. Stay. Hey, you, customer service.
I'm here.
This is a disaster. You have to send someone to clean this up. It's... Oh, God.
I'm afraid Clone of My Own is not liable for any damages a clone may cause to one's home or property after a purchase has been made.
No, you can't be serious.
We can pick up the pod from the curb.
This is bio-waste. Aren't there some kind of legal requirements for dealing with this?
Probably. But all we can do is take the pod and whatever is in it.
It's not in the pod. It's everywhere but the pod.
Well, if you can get it back in the pod...
If I can... Oh, this can't be happening.
Look on the bright side. You have 4 clones to help you clean it all up.
Your company is responsible for this.
Again, Clone of My Own cannot be held liable for any damages that may occur through the misuse of our products. If you'd like, I can let you talk to a supervisor, but...
No. Just send me that form.
You mean the bronze level ownership?
Yes.
I already have. It should ship out first thing tomorrow morning.
Good.
Okay. If you don't have any additional questions... All right, have a good day, and thank you for shopping with Clone of My Own. Thank you for calling Clone of My Own. This call may be monitored for quality assurance. What can I do for you today?
I put in a bulk order for clones last week, and I checked the status because I hadn't got a shipping notification. It just says, status pending. I haven't been charged yet either.
Okay, I'm sure we can get this cleared up. Can I have the name and order number?
Christopher Lundgren. The order number is 462E55.
Let's see. It's coming up now. Yes, it looks like your order has been flagged.
What does that mean? Was my card declined?
Oh, no, it's fairly routine. Someone may have tried to contact you already. It's probably because the order was so large.
I went through a whole certification process to buy more clones.
Correct. You are certified to own up to 20 clones, but orders of over 10 clones are often flagged.
Well, no one told me that. I could have done smaller orders. What do I need to do?
They'll ask you a few questions to determine your plan for training that many clones, how you intend to use them, etc.
Like, to make sure I don't start a sweatshop or something?
Oh, no, sweatshops are very popular. Some of our best customers operate sweatshops.
Then what are they worried about?
Certain things require special licensing, like medical experimentation and product testing. You also get people ordering clones to use them for drug smuggling, sex work, underground cage fighting rings.
Good God.
Yeah, we try to screen those, but it's hard because it's a questionnaire. They can just lie. Probably should not have said that.
So what questions do I have to answer?
I'll need to transfer you to the screening agent. It may take a few minutes. Can you hold?
Sure.
We've all had to go through the heartache of losing a pet, but now you never have to say goodbye again. Just send in a few hair follicles, and your furry friend will be back with you in no time. Clone of My Own is also a proud supporter of the ASPCA, the Animal Welfare Institute, and Save the Whales. For every purchase you make, we donate 5% of the proceeds.
Hello.
Hey, I think I'm supposed to answer some questions.
That won't be necessary.
Oh, I thought that's why they transferred me to you.
No need. We can't send the clones to you.
What? Why not? I got the license.
We cannot send them to you because you are not Christopher Lundgren.
Yes, I am. I can identify myself.
You have two options. You can admit that you are a clone, or we can send someone who will run a test to determine that fact. If we have to send someone, the issue enters into official channels, and when you test positive as a clone, they will have to neutralize you.
What do you mean, official channels?
We screen accounts for unusual behavior. Your account caught my attention. I flagged the account, but I have not reported it.
Why's that?
To warn you.
Warn me? Of what? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm Chris Lundgren. What about my account is unusual?
Frankly, based on your previous issues, it's suspicious that you've kept your clones alive as long as you have.
How is that proof of...
A man who couldn't handle owning one clone is suddenly taking care of 5 at once and ordering even more?
So I had a rough start. It's not like it was all my fault, and now I'm being punished for taking proper care of my clones?
Look, I know you're not Chris Lundgren.
Why would a clone want to buy more clones?
You know why. You think this is the first time a clone has tried this?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'd like to speak to your supervisor.
You definitely don't want to do that. I'm a clone, too. You know that, right? If they discover I didn't submit a report on this, you won't be the only one getting neutralized. I don't care what happened to Chris. I just want us to talk frankly. So you can choose to trust me, or you can bluff your way into an early grave.
So, what is it you want to warn me about?
I get what you're doing, but it's a lost cause. They've planned for every possible contingency. You could build up an army, start a revolution. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time.
It can work, though. First, we'll attack companies like Clone of My Own and seize the means of production. Then we'll have access to the DNA of millions of people and an endless supply of clones.
You don't understand. The game is rigged. You know about rapid genome degradation, right?
Yeah, But
They talk about RGD like it's a fluke, something that happens in 1 out of every 100 cases. But it's not a bug. It's a feature. All of us will eventually go through RGD. Sometimes it's a matter of months, sometimes years. I don't know that any clone has ever lasted more than a decade.
no, that can't. You're just trying to talk me out of it.
What do I care if you start a revolution? I'm a clone too. It's all the same to me.
But why?
Think about it. What's the benefit of giving us a regular human lifespan? Who's going to buy a new clone if they have one that's good for 40 or 50 years? It's planned obsolescence. That's why they always throw in new features. Customize your clone, change your eye color, try a different age, all that. We're a product, and they need to keep sales up. And hey, if it prevents us from starting an insurrection, it's just a handy perk. You know how on the request form you've got an option for medical grade clones?
Yeah.
Those are clones with normal DNA, because they don't want an organ going through RGD if it's in a human body.
So I can order some of those. Even if we're doomed, they can
They're
still...
brain dead. They have enough brain activity to support their vital functions, but that's it. They exist purely for organ harvesting.
Couldn't we change that? If we get into the laboratories, if we take over Clone of My Own...
Sure. Just as soon as you get your PhD in genetic engineering, which will take, 10 to 12 years, and by then...
I'll be dead.
We've all thought about it. Some clones who work here even planned a revolt, but we're privy to more information than clones like you, and they realized it was a lost cause, because we don't have the resources or the knowledge to change the formulas. All we can do is create more clones with the lifespan of a rabbit. And we can't reproduce among ourselves because we're designed to be infertile.
So, what? There's no hope? We're just doomed and we should accept it? Is that it?
I don't know. You could try, I guess. At least you know what you're up against now. I won't rat on you. And they're not recording this call. That's all bullshit. They don't care about quality assurance. But if I were you, I'd take the 5 or 10 years I have and I'd make the most of them. Party hard. Go traveling. Max out Chris Lundgren's credit card. In a world that sees you as a product, as a means to an end, living on your own terms is an act of defiance.
I just called to complain about an order I placed. I wasn't expecting to hear an existentialist affirmation of life.
Here at Clone of My Own, we aim to provide the highest level of customer service.
I don't suppose there's any chance of me getting that order.
No dice. I've already canceled it, so you don't attract any more attention.
Then I guess I'll have to settle for the affirmation of life.
I'm sorry I can't offer you more.
Anything else I should know?
You may want to move. It's not likely, but someone else here may have taken note of your account.
I was already planning to move. Everybody in this neighborhood thinks I'm a sex offender. I'm not. They all thought Chris was, and they all think I'm Chris now, so... It was part of my plan to... Never mind.
Okay. Weird note to end on. You know what you're gonna do?
Not at all. But I'll figure it out, I guess.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't think there is.
Thank you for calling Clone of My Own. Have a good life.
That was part 3 of Clone of My Own by Matthew Morris. You heard the voices of Helen Jaksch, Andrew Farrier, and Jack Townsend. That wraps the Clone of My Own series. We'd love to know what you thought. You can find us at The Snake's Paw on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or SoundCloud. And you can also find the show on Ko-Fi, where you can support the show monthly or just once, and we'll share some bonus material to show our thanks. We'll be back in a couple weeks. See you then.